thunderstorms crossing the tri-state area, the high 85. Some sunshine Tuesday, maybe a thunderstorm, the high 88. I'm meteorologist Dan Padanowski in the WCBS Weather Center.
We're up a degree in the last hour. Cloudy skies at 71 degrees in Central Park. The winds are calm, the humidity at 70%. I'm John Metaxas.
News, traffic, and weather. On air. Online. We are News Radio. WCBS New York.
Sunday, August 15th. Good morning. This is Cameron Swayze, and in the news, President Obama clarifies his support of the right of Muslims to build a community center and mosque near the World Trade Center site, saying that is not a comment on the wisdom of the project. The first family is vacationing in the Florida Panhandle. Message, come on down. The Gulf Coast water is fine, and they're at least free of oil. The trigger man in the Buffalo shootings of 8 is still at large. Shoppers, Connecticut has a deal for you. Sales tax-free week is beginning today. K-Rod says he's sorry. A-Rod clouds 3 home runs as the Yankees beat the Royals 8-3. The Mets were blanked by the Phillies. WCBS News Time, 7, Sunday morning.
CBS News, I'm Steve Knight. Tragedy at the California 200.
Apparently one of the vehicles involved in the race went off the course and into a group of spectators.
Cindy Backman from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office says that 8 people were killed, a dozen injured. The off-road truck that crashed had just zoomed off a jump. The driver was unhurt, but police say angry spectators chased him. The White House says that President Obama is not backtracking on his comments about building a mosque near Ground Zero, but he is clarifying them. On a visit to the Gulf Coast, the president said Muslims have a constitutional right to build the mosque, but that doesn't mean he supports the project.
I think it's very important that, as difficult as some of these issues are, we stay focused on who we are as a people and what our values are all about.
It's been a month since any oil leaked out of BP's ruptured well in the Gulf, but plugging it for good is still on hold.
Officials want more information before deciding how to finish the bottom kill on BP's blown-out well.
We're going to continue what we call the near ambient pressure test.
National Incident Commander Thad Allen says the equipment on top of the well may not be able to handle the pressure of pumping in more mud and cement.
We've also asked them for options on how we could conduct some kind of a pressure relief procedure, relief valve or something like that on the capping sack.
He doesn't expect test results until Monday or Tuesday. Dave Cohen for CBS News, New Orleans.
Police in Buffalo, New York made a quick arrest after 8 people were killed in a shooting outside a bar. Now, as WIBB-TV reporter Rich Newberg reports, they think the killer is still at large.
Surveillance cameras are believed to have recorded the violence and may be key to identifying the shooter. DA Frank Sedita is expected to appear in city court asking a judge to drop all charges against Keith Johnson. Relatives of the victims are hoping people who may know the identity of the shooter come forward.
If somebody catch him as soon as possible, don't let him get out of town. Do not help him. I'm tired of you talking about them snitching and all this other stuff. Do not help these people. If they brave enough to get a gun, they brave enough to go to jail or hell.
Another document dump about the war in Afghanistan is coming from WikiLeaks. Here's CBS's Sam Litzinger.
WikiLeaks says it'll publish another 15,000 Afghan war documents soon. Julian Assange is the organization's founder.
It's a lot of work. Very expensive and time-consuming, but based upon our progress so far, we have 8,000 done out of 15,000, so it'll probably be a couple of weeks.
The Pentagon warns the release will hurt national security even more than the initial release of 76,000 documents and will put more people in danger. The Taliban spokesman has said insurgents are reviewing the material and any Afghan who's found to be helping the Americans will be dealt with. Sam Litzinger, CBS News. This is CBS News.
When things heat up this summer, don't let it slow you down. Keep your car going strong with help from AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Looking for a quick way to tune up your car for summer driving? Then head over to AutoZone and save $1 on a 5 1/4-ounce bottle of Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner. Great for improving gas mileage and engine performance. Make sure your car can beat the heat. Get to AutoZone today. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Amusement parks, ice cream, movies, restaurants, road book at econolodge.com or 800-4JOY. Receive your access code via email for Econolodge stays booked from 7/29 to 9/22/2010. See econolodge.com for terms and conditions.
From the world headquarters of CBS News, we are News Radio. WCBS HD and WCBS FM HD3, New York.
It is Sunday morning. Here we are on the 15th day of August, middle of the month. It is partly cloudy in New York City at the moment, a bit of an overcast, although finally we are beginning to see a little peek or two of sunshine. The temperature a very pleasant 71 degrees. It is calm. The humidity is beginning to work its way up just a little bit. WCBS News Time, 7:05. Some Long Island Muslims are having trouble worshiping, especially now during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. With the Bethpage Mosque closed because of code violations, more than 200 congregants of Masjid al-Baqi are praying elsewhere at mosques in Belmore and Bayshore, in a basement in Upper Brookville, or in their own homes. Newsday reports the closing of Masjid al-Baqi has splintered the congregation. Oyster Bay Town ordered the mosque closed after a